Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Alex and welcome to the Rodeo. We're back it again. Today I have a very special guest in the building. First time guest, the one, the only, G.U. Keldrin.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good, man? How you doing? How you doing?
Feeling amazing. It's a good ass day. It's hot as hell outside, but I can't complain.
Bro, it's like 103 last time I checked. That shit's burning.
Ooh, that's seizure weather right there. Y'all watch out.
Freaking Texas, man. You know, we're used to it now, but
yeah, man. If it's cold, it's only for a little bit. You know how bipolar that shit is.
Nah, but first time guest here. I really want to get into your story, talk about what you got going on. We were talking a little bit off camera how, you're from Lubbock. Mm-hmm. And then you came here to the DFW. Talk to me about that,
So, when I was a kid, I used to live in Lubbock, Texas. Dirt Town, Lubbock, Texas. Let me paint you a story. So I used to be one of them kids that go outside. It wouldn't matter how hot it would be outside. I would not have shoes on. Everybody was like, why don't you got shoes on? I'm like, oh, I want them shits. And then my mom, she had to get a better job. So next thing I know, we're in Fort Worth and I'm having a hard time settling in. I'm fighting with my brothers. I'm fighting with everybody. And I'm just like, not cool with the shit.
Yeah.
And then like one time I hit a breaking point and it's just like, all right, I'm gonna just stay to myself. And that's when I started to discover music and shit. Then I started listening to a lot of old school shit like Wu-Tang and then the new shit. Cause most people in 2016, they grew up around, X, Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Everybody in the freshman cypher basically. And then
but you were listening to older music.
Oh yeah, I like the old shit. It's just like something about it just makes me want to.
Did somebody put you on or you were just trying to like?
I say mainly like movies is where you hear from and then it's like, oh wait a minute, I've heard that before. What is that?
Let me check it out.
And then you just become a fan of it. Yeah. I mainly like Wu-Tang though. That's my shit at the moment.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Damn. Okay. So what type of kid were you growing up? Were you more to yourself or were you always, out and about, or what type of kid were you?
I was mainly to myself. I always stayed home watching the latest anime. I've pretty much watched everything at this point. I'm bored at the moment.
What's your favorite anime?
My favorite? That's a lot, man. Cause
don't tell me One Piece, bro. Don't tell me One Piece.
It's still relevant right now, though.
Yeah.
Bro, believe it or not, I'm caught up. But nah, I say my favorite is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you haven't seen that, you need to fucking watch it.
Yeah. So that's your. You would say your all-time favorite. What makes it so good? Because I haven't checked it out. I need to check it out.
I'd say it's the animation, and it's like they always do these weird poses, and they have these like invisible monsters that fight for them. Who wouldn't want to do that shit? I'm always thinking like if I had that, I'd be doing some wild shit. I damn sure wouldn't be fighting for good.
Damn. So you talked about how you're more to yourself. You were getting into old school music. Mm-hmm. When did you take that leap of not just being a fan of the music, but now making your own music? What got you to that point?
I'd say, honestly, it's like, it was really when Juice WRLD died, because when I thought, damn, when he died, I was like, damn, we probably not getting any more good music lately at all, really. And we haven't, other than like, the Atlanta artists right now, they still pushing out their shit. But it's like, there's nothing good out right now, and everybody's just trying to hop on a wave of like some artist that already did the shit. So it's like, you know what? If they can't do it, I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. And here we are.
Damn. Mm-hmm. What do you think made Juice special? Because I feel like we didn't see just like I feel like also with X, we didn't see that prime of like, I'm running the game type shit. They were getting there. Like they were almost there. But what made Juice special to you?
See, things about like Juice and X, their music, it made you, like I said earlier when we off camera, it makes you feel it. You don't just hear it. You feel that shit.
Yeah.
And when you actually like, there's 3 levels of listening to Juice WRLD music. Listening to it, singing the lyrics, and understanding it. And when you understand it, it's a whole nother level. Like, damn, this dude is really talking about what he's going through and he's in pain and shit. Mm-hmm. And like, you don't even know the man. I don't even know the man. Yeah. And the fact that he died recently, that shit hurt. It's like I lost a brother that I never even knew I had, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's shit like that makes you like, I think that's what considers you a good artist. If you can really touch your fans' heart, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's true. It's different. Like you said, the impact is way bigger because of that feeling factor. You know, it touches the soul type shit. So for you, you said, you know what? Let me make the good music. You were bored from what's going on and stuff like that with the other artists. So for somebody who has never heard your music, how would you personally describe your sound?
Right now, I'd say it's defined as what's out right now. So I guess it's mainly chill, a little bit of hard stuff, but it's mainly chill. I'd like to say people put me in the categories as alternative, but I got some new shit coming out that's gonna take that shit out of the title in general, you know.
You don't like to be boxed in.
Nah,
like,
nah.
oh, this is just a alternative artist, or this is a street rapper. This is this type of rapper.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be just defined as one thing when I can do. Sometimes I can do almost everything. I'm not gonna say I could do everything. I'm not Superman.
Yeah. Got you. Who would you say are your top 3 influences whenever it came to music? Whether it be dead or alive, whether it be rap or hip hop or any other genre, who are your top 3 artists?
So like for like melody rapping, I'd say Juice.
Yeah.
For lyricism, J. Cole, obviously. And you said 3?
Yeah.
3. Rock, I'd have to say Jack Black.
Really?
Yes, I love Jack Black. That one movie, Tenacious D, and The Pick of Destiny, that shit made me want to rock. It just touched me deep down in my soul.
That motherfucker with this, what do you say? The cock ups or something, like cock push-ups?
Yeah, cock push-ups, bro. Oh, I can never do that.
Bro, hell no. But that movie, that's funny that you mentioned that, because as soon as you mentioned the movie, I went back to the memories of watching that movie. And I still remember it was a Black Friday. You know how the DVDs were on sale and stuff like that, bro. That whole, I bought it for like $3, I think.
Really?
And then I watched it. I was like, man, this is the funniest shit ever. Put my friends on and all that shit. But like you said, the impact of it is like, it makes you believe that, oh shit, if he could do it, I could probably do this shit too, type shit.
Basically telling this life story and shit. I'm just watching this movie over and over with my girl on the couch on Netflix, and this shit. It's just like, I want to do this. It just like heavily influenced me to want to rock. And then I just started writing shit, and then it came easier than rapping, you know? Like rocking is something you can feel and channel, but with rap, you actually got to sit and think about it. For some people, you don't have to, but like some people, like me, I got to sit and think about it. It's like, does that make sense? Basically, before you move on to the next bar. And that's just like, it just gets in the way of the whole process. And you like, sometimes you stumble, but once you get it and you just hear it over and over, it sounds amazing.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. So for you, we saw you mentioned J. Cole. I feel like the way he paints the picture for you is something, you know, amazing. For you, what's your take on J. Cole in the sense of like the artist that he is, and you know why it makes him what makes him special?
I mean, what makes him special? He can accurately convey what he wants to say in a single song, single track, single album. It doesn't matter. And like he'd take a month off, he could take years off. He comes back and people are still going to be waiting for him to drop some new shit. Like an off season.
Yeah.
And the album before that, people were still waiting for it.
Yeah.
And then you got content creators like you know, RDC World.
No, I don't.
Well, they made a video about it and that blew up like years ago. Yeah. And they actually got to meet him. And he's still relevant to this day.
Oh, wait, RDC World, they do the skits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cole, Jermaine. Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit. But yeah, he has that type of influence. It don't matter how long he's gone for. If he drops some shit, everybody's going to stop what they doing and listen to that shit. You know?
Do you feel like he gets the credit he deserves? Because we do have Kendrick, because we do have Drake, it seems like he always gets thrown in, you know, like third and stuff like that. Do you feel like he gets the credit he deserves?
Well, I'm not sure on that because I listened to a little bit of Kendrick and I listened to a little bit of Cole and I try to compare and it's like, damn.
It's different.
You know, I don't want to give my opinion too much. I don't want to have any hardcore fans coming after me though. But like, I like both of their music.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get you. And I feel like with hip hop, it's always that competitive. You know, it's always competitive in the sense of like, you know, you say your favorite artist, this person says their favorite artist. It's always like trying to compare and shit like that. But like you said, sometimes there's certain rappers that have amazing skills that others don't, but that doesn't make them better than the other, or that doesn't put them above the other. So, you know, but you know, it's crazy now that we have Drake drop a project, Kanye, Kendrick, Cole, and I feel like the offseason, you know, it held its own. It held its own in the sense of like, you know, I would say even like Donda in the offseason, because the Kendrick album, like I still kind of put it third, and then Drake, I was just like, it was all right. It was all right.
To be honest, I ain't even listened to Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
I just wasn't fucking with it, you know.
Yeah, I feel like his last projects for Drake it hasn't been, as to par as I wanted. So talk to me about your writing process for you. Are you someone who writes the songs first? Are you beat first? Are you punch in? What's your style that you go with?
I mean, it really depends on what I'm doing in that moment. If I'm like at work and I got time, I'll write some shit down because you can't use your headphones and shit at work. I'll write some shit down, then I'll go home, look at my beats.
Yeah.
If I have my beats in front of me, I'll look up the beats, and then once I find the beat I like, I pick up the melody in my head, say it over and over, and then the words just come to it. But if I want to really just write some shit, say for a feature, then I just write it. Simple as that. I hear the beat once, and then I just write it.
Okay. Damn, that's dope. That's dope because I feel like now it seems like the era is more of the punch in, but sometimes the people that say that they write, I feel like you get like a different story in the sense of you're able to like clearly picture it and stuff like that. Instead of punching in, just going quick with it. What are your thoughts on the music scene in the sense of how it's going? Because you talked about how 2016, 2017, you kind of went into the older music because of you didn't like the sound. Has that changed, or you still feel the same way? What are your thoughts on the music scene right now?
Well, I'd say for my generation, 2016 was a golden age for music. I don't think we'll have another opportunity like that yet. I'd say the music now, I just say it's not hot right now, other than like the big artists dropping their albums and shit, but they're not making it just to like make it so people can hear it. They're just making it to compete. Like how Certified Lover Boy and Donda, they were just competing for that shit.
Yeah.
And like Kanye, he just like how many people he were just taking off the album and shit, putting on and just
Soldier
shit.
over here.
Yeah, that shit too, man. It's just like I just don't think people are making shit for people to feel. They just want to make it just because it sounds good. It's
and like you said, for the charts and the numbers, competition is like, oh, my album sold more type shit. How do you think we get back to that stage of music in the sense of making great pieces of work? Do we ever get back to that, especially with streaming now? It's like fast, quick. What do you think?
I'd say yes and no, because like you said, it's easy to get famous because TikTok now, you could just post like a half-ass song and that shit'll blow up for like a week or two. I just say if it were to happen, it'd have to be like a prodigy would be born in that moment. He makes his mark basically. I feel like he either isn't here yet or he's not ready yet. He or she, I feel like there's just that one good person above the rest that like can like either make a new generation or make it the new sound of the generation.
Got you. Generational talent type shit. Damn, that's true. That's true. And I feel like we do see that, every like 6 to 10 years, somebody comes in and changes the landscape of how music is going. So, talk to me about what you got working on, man. We're kind of halfway through the year, 2022. I've seen that you've been doing shows. You've been working out here. Talk to me about what you got going on.
Well, when I'm not doing shows, mainly at the Dive on 75 every Friday, I'm working on my album and an EP. The album is called Ensemble, and that basically describes what I'm going through at the moment and almost what every teenager goes through, the same type of feeling, same type of hurt and shit. And then for the EP, it's like it's a breakthrough from all of that shit.
Yeah.
So basically the album's done. That's in the past. I'm a new person now. And basically I just want to rock.
Got you. So first we'll get the album and then the EP. Or how are you going to do it?
I'm thinking of doing the EP first and then the album.
Okay. Got you. And do we expect any features on the EP?
Maybe, if artists stop fucking around, basically.
How completed is it?
It's pretty much done. I just need to critique it, add some parts, change some, add some ad libs.
Yeah.
Regular music shit.
And do you feel like it's gonna drop before summer, or do you have a certain date that you want to drop it, or?
The EP, it's going to drop after a single I have coming with Black Ninja. That is called Hostile Takeover. I'm going to be dropping that mid-July. Stay tuned for that.
Dang, shout out Black Ninja, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Her story was the way she's able to just conversate is just
Oh, man.
dope.
When we were making Hostile Takeover,
Yeah.
she didn't even like have her shit ready yet. So she just freestyled. And I was just like, I was listening to her do it. And I was like, I closed my eyes. I was like, is that Pac?
Oh,
I thought I heard
my.
Pac for a second, bro. It was amazing. Wonderful woman to work with.
Yeah, for sure. Talk to me about that connection as well. The team overall. Y'all are making some dope music. It seems like you talked about. There's a movement that you guys are building up. Talk to me about the team. You said it's kind of like your label. Is there any paperwork? What's that situation about?
Right now the label, it's we're all independent artists, but we are with this label.
Okay.
We are all free independent artists. So if a label were to sign us, we will be able to work with that label, but we are still with OG Entertainment basically.
Yeah.
Like even though we're not on paper with the label, we are with the label.
Okay. It's a collective.
Yes,
Okay.
basically.
Got you. And what made you say, I want to work with these people. I want to do this? Because I feel like so many artists, they want to be the only ones that shine, the only star and stuff like that. What made you say, I want to work with them?
Well, when I first started out in music, I'm just like, wow, I'm doing this shit, but I can't keep doing this shit on my phone and my shitty laptop. I gotta find somebody. So I was just saying that shit over and over, and like it manifested. So fast forward, I'm working at FedEx now, and I look to my right, this dude's in the truck with me. A little before, I didn't know that would be my engineer / producer / head on.
Man.
And he basically said, "You rap?" I was like, "Yeah, I rap." "Oh, I got a studio, come through." And then that's basically how it started, and we just joined the label from there. Black Ninja's been there before me. I'm kind of new there, but I got some weight in there.
Got you. That's dope. And it seems like y'all all get along in the sense of, like I said, sometimes with artists, there's a lot of ego, and it seems like y'all hype each other up. I see sometimes in the comments and the likes and stuff like that, it's still the engagement in there as well. So that's dope to see that. What are your thoughts on the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene? Someone who is from Fort Worth, what do you like? What do you don't like? What do you think we could do better to bring a spotlight to the artists?
I think we can move past the same old shit, basically. I've been to these shows, and it's just like, oh, I got drugs, I got guns, murder. This my set and shit. Not disrespecting sets and shit, but it's just like it's the same shit. And when I mainly want to see a change in female rappers too, because all they do is make twerking songs. And like every now and then you get that rare gem where she like actually starts spitting some shit, and you listen and you like your head start moving. It's just like, I wish there was more of that, more female rappers that weren't just trying to be on some Cardi B shit or Megan Thee Stallion, some hot city girl shit, basically.
Yeah. Why do you think we don't get that?
I feel it's because the artists we have now, they're just basically in this world, sex sells. I ain't gonna lie. In that year, basically, a lot of women were making like insane amounts of money in OnlyFans, and now that they see that they can make money that way by like selling themselves, it's just like, all right, I don't need to hold myself to these standards anymore, so I can just do what I want, basically.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true. And I kind of was talking about this with Black Ninja, how it seems that the mainstream media, like you said, the Cardis, the Megans, it's a easier sell. Just like how you mentioned as well, like the gun, murder, and stuff like that. It's an easier sell than the conscience rap. And it's being pushed in the sense of like say you are a dope lyricist and stuff like that. That's cool, but man, we want that jumping beat over here that talks about killing and murder and drugs and stuff like that. So it's kind of I could see the parallel and correlation, just how the guys they have to talk about certain shit like this for them to pop, and then just also the girls, like you said, the sex and twerking and all that shit. But like you said, it takes someone to take a stand and still be catchy with it, because instead of just trying to feel like lectured, you get what I'm saying? But what are your thoughts? Do you feel like it's the same way of how the mainstream media kind of puts forth the murder, drugs, and killing, and then for the girls, the twerking and stuff like that. And
Um, I think everybody's just focused on being popular, but basically blowing up at that point. They're like, it's like what we were talking about artists earlier. They'll hold on to that shit and then it's just gone. They don't want to put any more effort into it because they already got that clout. It's like nobody wants to like do what they don't think about what to do afterwards. They just think about the then and now.
not
just
the long term play.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you. What do you do like about the Dallas Fort Worth music scene?
I do like the culture in it, and like there's
Explain that.
different dance people when it comes to dancing, rapping, singing. There's multiple types of there's different types of people basically.
Yeah.
There are some artists that catch my eye. I'm not paying attention, but then I hear the beat and then I hear the lyrics. I'm like, what? I like this, and it just makes me want to network with them, work with them, or
Yeah.
listen to their shit basically.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it seemed we were kind of talking about this off camera, how it's kind of dry as well. You know, right now the scene, it seems kind of dry, and it seems like, you know, we're not getting that movement going. What do you think the podcast, blogs, and all that, the radio as well? You know, what can we do to bring that spotlight to the artists?
I just say keep doing what you're doing. You know, you guys are basically just fishing. One day you're gonna catch that big fish, and it's just gonna blow up for everybody, the fish included. That's a good analogy right there.
Oh yeah, that's true. And we've seen that with other cities. You know, we've seen that with Chicago, with Chief Keef came out, and next thing you know, everybody was like, "Oh, what else is popping in Chicago and stuff like that?" We see that with Memphis. We've seen that with Detroit as well. So, whenever it comes to music, we're so big here in Texas that it's like, bro, we gotta be able to find someone who really brings that spotlight over. So what do you think you personally have to do to get you to that next level of not just being a regional artist, not just being a state artist, you know, a global artist, I would say? You know, what are the steps that you're gonna take to get you to that next level?
Shit, I guess.
Or how do you personally measure success for you?
I'd say by how many people are in the room in that moment of the show. If there's like a few people there, then that's still cool. If it's like a lot more than last time, I honestly see it like this. If I can perform on Hot 97, I can perform on Rolling Loud. If I can perform at Rolling Loud, I can perform at Coachella, and so on and so forth. I just really want to perform, if I'm being honest, you know, on them hot ass J's, take your shirt off and just jump around stage and shit. Like every artist does that. I want to do that shit. I wouldn't crowd surf. I'm too big.
They're like, oh shit, trying to catch you and shit. Nah, but so for you, you do take the shows, like how many people come out and see you. That's how you would say some of the success is being measured. Because I feel like we see so much of social media, you be popping, but then somebody does a show and it's like, where's everybody at type shit. So for you, getting people out of their house to go see you, that's how you see like someone who's really popping out here.
I mean, true, yeah. And also, I'd say not just the crowded, but also the reaction too. You know, not everybody's gonna get not everybody's gonna get a standing ovation, but you know, a little woo, little claps and shit. That goes a long way too. Yeah. Or like somebody coming up to you, be like, "Hey, yo, I fuck with you. Let me get your Instagram." That shit too. And like, you know, it always, you know, like warm, makes me feel all fuzzy inside.
No, yeah, it makes you feel like you're doing the right thing out here. That's dope. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years, shit, still making music, but like probably doing something else and like having music just be my side shit. I like maybe a business or something.
What type of business would you like to get into?
I say I want to make chips.
Chips?
You know, like those I don't think they make them anymore. Munchos?
Munchos, no.
Bro, they're the best chips ever, hands down. They're like Munchos. Air crisp.
What the hell? They used to make them?
I think they still do make them, but they're just like, they're very fucking salty. They will probably kill you if you eat like 5 of them hoes. But yeah, those are like my favorite chips. I want to make something like that or basically be sponsored.
Damn, what the hell? But you said they're super salty? Oh, the red ones?
Yeah, them hoes are the best. I love the crunch they make, bro.
Are they like kettle? Or what type of crunch do you mean?
It's like kind of brittle, but like not really. It's like biting in the air. Deep fried air.
What the? I've never tried them, bro. No cap.
You know, man, I put you on if you try them. I put you
Yeah,
on.
man. I'm gonna tag you on it whenever I buy one.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, man, what the hell?
But
Because it doesn't seem like it. Well, let me take that back. I was about to say it doesn't seem like it's hard to make your chip, but like it is hard to make it pop in the sense of like, people buy it and stuff like that.
well, not unless you're influential, like the Migos. You remember Rap Snacks?
Oh yeah,
Those are still ongoing. They got
Yeah.
Cardi B in them too.
fucking Boozy is doing his thing with that too. That's something that I feel like a lot of people don't take account. Like we talked about the community, building a foundation of a community that fucks with you, because it's so easy to be, it's so easy to have fans whenever you're popping, but whenever shit slows down, who's really gonna be there for you?
True.
So for you, do you take that account first, building the community, and then starting to branch off to other things, or
I feel like the community comes as you're branching off because now they see, oh, he can do this, that, and all. It's like it comes as you do what you do. Basically, the people that really like your shit and like they don't just stay for like a few minutes of the show or video, whatever it is. It's those people like there. Those are diehard fans.
Got you. Nah, yeah, that's true, because I've seen it so many times, and I feel like we both seen it so many times, how there's artists that they blow up like crazy, bro, but there's not like a foundation community, and they try to branch off to certain things, but like the support is not there, and it's like with music, and I feel like with art in general, it's kind of a sheep mentality of like, okay, that person's popping, all right, we're all gonna go freaking support them or support her, or once they fall down, it's like, all right, man, fuck that person type shit. So like you said, you got to be able to captivate those people and make sure that they fuck with what you really got going on, and it's not just unrealistic support that's gonna leave whenever.
Yeah, man. Like take Mario Judah for instance. When he
What the
blew
fuck
up,
happened to him, bro?
he's still making music. He's like trying to be on some Playboy Cardi shit. But
Okay.
I remember one show. He had a whole show. You see the crowd is just none but white folks just saying like his shit, mainly just there for to say nigga with the hard R. Can I say that here?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure they just be saying that shit with the hard R, and I'm like, this nigga ain't got no fans. Those ain't fans. Those are just people who are there for the trend, basically. I don't want to be a trend. I want to be something that's remembered, like a legend.
Nah, yeah. That's once it's all said and done. What is the legacy that you want to leave behind?
Someone that made dope music and like lived life how he wanted to. Kind of like most artists do, or that's what Juice did at least.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
No, for sure. R.I.P. to Juice. So many young talent that we've lost.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. Do you ever fear that the bigger that you get, in the sense of, it seems like the target on your back gets bigger, the bigger that you get? Do you ever fear that?
I mean, yes and no. That can happen. What if you're not? If you realize that you're a popular figure now, you should at least take precautionary measures and get security. But what also plays a role in it is having enemies to begin with. But haters can also become enemies also. So like, it just goes back into taking countermeasures, getting security, make sure you're not lacking. Basically, it's unfortunate, really.
Shit, even fans, bro. Even fans, they become haters. We saw. What was it? I think one of the Beatles, didn't he get killed by like one of his like biggest supporting fans and shit like that?
Or like Selena Quintilla.
Oh yeah,
that shit was
Selena.
crazy. Or that shit was actually recent. Christina Grimmie. It was like 2018, I think.
What happened with her?
One of her fans walked up and shot her, and then he shot himself. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Damn, bro. It's like you said. We talk about how it's you touch the soul with your art, but sometimes it seems like people, they're like, if I can't have you, nobody can type shit.
Oh yeah, it's just a lot of people with that sick mentality. They just think they cling to something that like makes them feel like an ounce a bit of normal. It's their closure basically. And when they meet the person that gives them closure, they just get overstimulated like a baby. It's a lot of sick people in this world. When like music, it sometimes heals people or it just makes them even worse. It really just depends on the person.
So just it would be depending on how they are. you know, it would heighten those emotions.
Yeah, basically.
We've heard how, man, I feel it whenever I'm at the gym, bro. I be hearing some dope ass shit. I'm over here running faster. I'm over here lifting weights, but like just how that is affected. The negative side could be, hey, let me fucking go shoot up shit, or let me go fucking wild out and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's true. That's true. So for you, you've seen how the music business kind of goes. You've seen how there's a lot of good people in the business, a lot of bad people in the business. What are some tips or lessons that you've learned that, like, say somebody's watching and then they're trying to get into the music business, or they are in it, but they're not really out there like that. But what are some lessons that you wish you knew whenever you were starting?
I'd say do your research. Do your fucking research, because like you could go into something and they say, hey, you got this, and it's like, what? I didn't even know I need that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you as the artist, that's like bad on you, because you should have been prepared at that moment. Another one, you don't have to do this for every show, but unless you know the show, put your music on a flash drive, because like some niggas don't be letting you email the shit, and then you gotta struggle to get it, and then it's a whole lot of shit.
Really, they don't let you like airdrop it and shit?
It really depends on the DJ, if I'm being honest. If you so like always keep a flash drive. If you're performing, always make sure that you let the DJ know that you want to have a little bit of moment to talk about yourself, but don't talk too much, because they don't want to hear you talk. They want to hear you perform, but just let them know who you are and then get to it. Keep it short and simple.
Damn, that's some good tips, because like you said, it seems like at first artists, they'll just go like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna perform. But if you get caught empty-handed and shit like that, you're just like, man, fuck, and it fucks up the whole vibe. How did it feel performing for the first time? What was going through your head? What was the emotions? How did it feel? And also actually doing it, how did that feel the first time you performed?
The first time I performed, it was at Concert Crave. I don't know if you heard of that. It was on a feature with Black Ninja. I was just like, I was so nervous. I was backing it up and shit with the ad libs, and then my part came, and it's just like my mind went blank, and I just started doing the shit. And it was
But you still were.
I was still doing it, yeah.
Okay.
But it was my first one, so I was like obviously nervous. I was ill prepared. It's like it was a learnable lesson, basically. I was rewatching, I was like, damn, I could literally improve on this now that I've seen what I'm like, and it's like it's not that bad.
No, yeah, everybody starts somewhere, and I feel like now probably you over here just like, hey, it ain't nothing to me type shit. And that's the learning that you have to go through as an artist, and as a creative, and as a person overall with anything in life. How you start, you don't just stay at that level. You start growing and growing. What are 3 cities that you'll love to perform at anywhere in the world that you're just like, man, once I get that opportunity, this will be like the dopest shit?
Okay. Sweden, because that shit looks nice. I ain't even gonna lie. Japan, and I say London.
Dang, worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide.
International out here. What makes those places? Have you gone to those places, or
I've never even been out the U.S., my guy.
Yeah.
I've never left.
Just culturally, you're just like, man, I feel like though.
Yeah, I want to embrace it though. I'm tired of being here, because like I look on the internet and I just see like all these different types of fruits and food, and I'm thinking like, what? I don't have that shit. How do I get that, basically? And you have to get out and actually go and get it, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like I saw like a white apple. I was like, what the fuck? Ain't no way that shit's real, and it was real.
Yeah. Some wild shit, right? Nah, yeah. It's funny because like for me, I didn't really start traveling till like probably like 4 years ago type shit, and it's like you talked about. You're so much in your own bubble that once you do step out, you're just like, oh fuck, like, damn, it's so different out here. Or like whether it be how people move, whether it be how people talk, or whether it be like you said, even the food and stuff like that. It's just like it's different worlds type shit, But it's great to experience, because it gives you a different perspective on life.
Yeah.
It's okay, these people, maybe they don't have everything, but these are the things that they value. Because in Europe, they value this whole work thing. How we have here in the US is different over there. Like over there, sometimes these motherfuckers only work like 6 months out of the year. Sometimes, you know, they only, I think in Spain, they have a two hour like lunch breaks and stuff like that. They don't value the work economy like how we do here in the US, because they kind of understand like, um it's better to, you know, be with your family, it's better for you to rest, it's better for you to do this and that. So it's like I said, it's different cultures that you're just like, oh shit, you know.
It really makes you think about the place we live in. It's like,
Yeah,
you see how they live, and they live in like, actually it's life. We live in like, this shit's a business.
that's exactly how.
And that's crazy, because everything in this world is a business. We got to do something just to get something.
Do you feel like it's the US mentality of, I gotta make it out of here, I gotta build something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I think everybody has that goal in mind, because you see what we have to deal with in America, and it's just like, I don't want to do this shit. Nobody wants to get up and go to work, spend most of their day there, really all of their day, and then come home and not have shit to do. It's like that ain't living to me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I even hate that we have to like work this hard to like do something or to live comfortably.
Yeah.
Even then, when you do all this shit, you're never comfortable. You just got to keep working basically until you die.
No, that's true. And, you know, sometimes I think about that, like how I don't want that life. Like you mentioned, you wake up early as fuck, you work till fucking, you know, 6, 7 sometimes, or, you know, whatever schedule the people are on. And then you get home just trying to rest, but then you have all this shit that you have to do. And it's like, it's just a whole cycle that you're just like, man, fuck this shit.
It's just stressful, and most people don't want to do this shit no more.
Yeah.
And like, we live in Dallas. Imagine how it is in like New York, Chicago. It's like that compact ass city.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Fuck that. I feel like that's why we get so many people now coming from, you know, Cali and New York and everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's like moving over here. They're trying to see, because I ain't gonna lie, compared to everywhere else, the cost of living in I'd say Dallas to Fort Worth to Texas in general is cheaper than anywhere else right now. You know how much a one bedroom is in New York? I can't even count it on my fingers, bro. It's too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like I forgot the price, so yeah, I can't really fact check it right now, but it's a lot. Trust me on that.
I mean, even here it's kind of going up too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we see now it's becoming more common, a 2-bedroom apartment, because I was looking at different apartments. It's like a 2-bedroom apartment, and most of them 1,800, 2,000. Before it was like 1,500. You know, it was, you know, way cheaper before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just naturally, like you said, we work just to pay the bills.
Yep.
And, you know, we rest to go to work to pay the bills. It's like, fuck, bro. Do you ever think about that? Like, how, what am I gonna do to get the fuck out of here and break that cycle?
Every goddamn day, if I'm being honest with you. And it's like, I know the answer. I just got to keep doing it. You know, that's all we can do. You can think about how you want to do it, but it all comes down to you. It all comes down to you doing it, basically.
How do you stay motivated to keep doing it?
Sometimes I look at my son, or I just look at the lock screen of my son, and I'll be like, damn, I don't want you to have to live like I'm living. I want you to actually live your life and not have to worry about this shit. But after his generation, though, they're gonna have to work though, because you know what they say, hard times make strong men, strong men make easy times make weak men. So eventually they gonna have to work again.
Yeah. And we see it all the time, you know. Even it's funny that you mentioned the saying, because like there's one, and I think it's a Chinese saying, how like, say you get rich, they say the first one builds it, the second one spends it, and the third one loses it. So, you know, that's saying like 3 generations, in the sense of like say you get rich, then now your son is gonna be having the good life, this and that, and then the 3rd generation, they pretty much just run it down, and it's back to the cycle of trying to build it up again and stuff like that. And I feel like sometimes it's also not that it's generational, but it's like, if you don't have the knowledge to know how to manage your money correctly, here in the US, you're kind of set up for failure.
Oh yeah.
We see debt increasing like crazy. We see whether it be car, whether it be a student debt, whether it be credit cards, and it keeps you trapped, keeps you locked in.
Shit, that was my main concern when I was in high school. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to go to school at this point because I'm not going to put myself in this state where I can't pay this shit off and I'm just stressing on it every day.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't go to school. Some people do because, you know, they either have parents for it or they smart enough to get a scholarship. Like, most people, they just don't do it and they're stuck working these jobs. My first job I worked at was Pizza Hut. I went back to that shit last week. Them niggas still working there. It's like
same people.
It's a humbling experience, you know. And it's like it's crazy because it still smell the same in that bitch too.
You're like, damn, the memories they hit. You're like, man, thank God I got out here. What?
Motherfucker asked me, "Hey, you trying to work? We hiring?" I'm like, nigga, hell nah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh god.
No, but it's wild because like it's crazy because I feel like we're both in the same mentality of like we gotta get it to get out of the cycle. But some people they like it, you know. They're complacent.
Yeah, they're comfortable with it, and
yeah.
And you hate to see it sometimes. It could be like someone you truly care for, and they just like, it's like, it really hurts to see them want to actually stay the same and not want to work to better themselves or like get out of the situation they in. They choose to suffer, and that shit just like.
Do you think they just kind of give up?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, they just don't want to. They don't think they're capable of doing anything better than what they're doing now. And honestly, that's not true. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's so true because I have friends that, you know, kind of have stayed with that cycle and you don't see the growth anymore. And I'm just like, damn, bro, I wish you do this, you do that. But like, you could only do so much for somebody. If they don't want it, then,
exactly.
You know, what the fuck can you do about it? That's dope that you're taking the music serious to branch off, to build other businesses, to get you to that next level of, like you said, you know, giving your son the best life that you could give him. Has your music changed at all now that you do have a son? Do you think about certain things or?
It's a lot more different than when I started out. Because when I started out, it was just like, all right, I want to do some violent shit. And now it's just like, all right, I want to chill down a little bit. Now I want to do violent shit and some chill shit and a little bit of rock onto it. Maybe some opera if I'm feeling like it.
Damn.
But I feel like me personally and my music, I don't think it's really changed. I'd want to say like skill wise, it's improved because, you know, I'm not saying I can freestyle though. Don't ask me to freestyle.
Yeah. Drop the beat.
Oh shit.
Nah, but we were talking about this too, how like I just had a daughter 3 weeks ago and it's a different motivation as well. It's a different motivation to keep going hard. Like you say, you look at your screen and you're like, man, this is the reason I'm doing this shit. This is the reason. The selfish aspect goes away because now it's like I'm doing this for them type shit.
Exactly.
It's wild because some parents, they're like, man, fuck them kids. You know, they pat on their kid.
Hell yeah.
But it seems like for us it's different. You know, I just having this conversation with you, I could kind of see the mentality that you do have, the aspects that you do see in life, the things that you value. And you know, as humans, there's a lot of different things that we do value, and sometimes people, they put themselves first instead of their kids and shit like that.
Yep.
You know, it's sad to see, but you know, you can't be like, oh, that's wrong and shit like that. But if that's their life, you know, that's on them type shit. You can't really do anything about that. Where do you personally see music 10 years from now?
Music, I feel like it's going to be not even music anymore. It's going to be something incomprehensible, basically.
What the fuck? What you mean?
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be something so evolved to what we're normally attuned to now. It's just going to be something of the new generation, basically. You know, like the new dance move that they be doing now? Where they just kick their foot back and forth and shit.
Oh, like the New York shit?
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand that shit. I don't think it's cool. But it's like, it's popular, though. It's going to be something like that, basically. Because nobody listens to music for the lyricism or like how it makes you feel. They just listen to it because it sounds good. You know, that's how it is now, at least how I think.
No, yeah, I get you. And it seems like every what, like 4 to 5 years, we get a different wave. You mentioned 2016. We kind of saw a little bit of that with 2018. Then we saw the street music kind of come back, and then we're seeing like everybody that does like the street music, they're over here getting killed or going to jail. So I feel like there's a new wave as well gonna rise up. Do you feel like we're gonna get more mixing of genres?
Um, Shit, especially with how street music is going, they're literally using your lyrics as cases.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a change. Nobody's gonna want to keep doing that because everybody keeps getting locked up, or the ones that are doing it's gonna be a small minority than majority.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna decrease and then like more shit's gonna come out. Who knows? They're probably just gonna cling to something else.
Yeah.
Like how most people do like Lil Uzi or Juice WRLD type beats and shit like that basically.
I mean, we've seen also the rise of what's his name, Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah. So he's kind of like the new SoundCloud rappers. He's kind of in the forefront of it. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's using also like type beats of like you could hear the Future influence, the Lil Uzi, the Young Thug influence and stuff like that. And like you mentioned, it's not like they're not gonna do street music ever, but the shift will happen as well. And it seems like it always does, it just in and out and stuff like that. But the best of the best always stay on top.
Yeah, like the people that are still doing street music right now, Big Tuck, he's like probably one of the biggest Dallas rappers right now. I opened up a show for him one day. My first time seeing him, I was like, wow, this dude big. Like I'm not even talking about like in like popularity sense. He was just genuinely big.
Yeah. Was he taller than you? Same size or?
We about the same height actually.
Yeah.
Like we took this dope ass pic where it's just like I'm standing like this and he's like this. I was like, oh, that was a dope ass shit.
Yeah. Did he give you any game? Did he talk to him or?
Nah.
How was that experience?
He wanted the label to open up for a show for his one of his fight nights. I believe it's either the 26th or it's the 21st. I believe the 26th.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing anything on the 26th, come through for that. Big Tuck gonna be there. A lot of people gonna be there.
Damn. Whenever you saw him perform and stuff like that, what did you take from it in the sense of like, what can I do, or what little game did you pick up from that?
Well, what I can see was he was well known. Well known is an understatement. You had people singing his shit. People I didn't even know who were there. They were other artists were just coming on the stage, vibing with him, dancing. There was at least like one girl that was twerking for this one group, started twerking for him. And it's like, I guess you just got to have that sauce with you. You got to be well known. These niggas got to know your music, bro. Like, you don't even got to start spitting and they'll just sing it for you type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you could turn off the beat, everything, and they just singing the whole thing a cappella. Shit like that.
Yeah. No, that's true because I still remember, dude, whenever Dolph used to come here all the time, young Dolph, he used to come here like twice a year. And, bro, like, for me, I would go to his concerts and shit like that. And he'll do that. He'll just turn off the music and people just... the lyrics freaking back to back to back, word to word, and you're just like, damn, this person has an impact in the sense of how people know him. And it's not just like, oh, I just fuck with your music. It's like, nah, bro, like the fucking lyrics, I know them word by word and shit like that. Damn.
Yeah, like when he passed, I was like, damn, I didn't know who he was, but then I did my research and like, dude, this dude was influential. Like he had like, it's like, I wouldn't say he was like it, but he was like one of the greats, like Nipsey. May he rest too.
Yeah, Nipsey.
Like you can't even disrespect Nipsey's mural because like you heard about that one dude that disrespected and he got shot. Gone, just like that. Like some people have like that role in music where it's just like he may be gone, but you're not gonna disrespect his name like that.
Yeah. Here, let me think about how I say this because we did lose somebody as well here, as in Mo 3. Rest in peace to Mo 3. But the way that he was so divisive in the sense of here in Dallas, it seemed like Nipsey was more celebrated whenever he passed here in Dallas, or whenever he passed, he was more celebrated in Dallas compared to like a Mo 3. Do you feel like there's a lot of hate in the city?
I feel like there's gonna be hate wherever you go, but in this city, there's definitely hate. They may not say it, they may not express it, but deep down they be hating. A lot of people be hating, really. I be hating sometimes, but not a lot.
I be hating sometimes too. Have you gotten any hate with your music?
So far, not really. I've had people try to say that I could do this or I should do this with my music. It's not really hate, but it kind of gets on my nerves. You trying to tell me what I should do.
Your art. Yeah. No, so you know, you talked about the EP. Are we gonna get any videos? Any you see you show on the 26th? Talk to me about, you know, the rollout of everything. So EP first, album, you know, any videos and stuff like that as well.
Well, actually, I'm glad you asked. As soon as I get done with this, I have to go to my homeboy's house. We have to finish this music video for my song Open Mic.
Oh yeah,
After that, I'm probably gonna drop that ASAP.
really?
After that, I'm dropping my single Hostile Takeover, and then the EP, and then the album, and then so on and so forth. I can't give you all my plans, so you know.
No, yeah, for sure. Now that's dope. You got to keep working. You got to keep working out here because, you know, we talked about how people get a little buzz and then they just stop. They just get complacent. Especially whenever you're coming up, you know, people want to get that the catalog. They wanna be able to go into your Apple Music account or your Spotify account and be like, okay, I fuck with this song. Oh shit, he dropped the EP. He has an album. Let me check it out and stuff like that. Because I do that with the new artists as well. But like say an artist drops a dope song, you go on there and that's the only song that they have. It's kind of hard to just, you know, keep fucking with them and shit like that. So that's dope that you're working and keep going hard with this shit, bro. Because honestly, I feel like the Dallas Fort Worth area right now, it's up for grabs. You know, if you have a dope team, which you do, you know, it's keep doing what you got to do to really implement yourself and become a name here. Because right now it's anybody's game. You know, are you willing to put in the work type shit?
Well, yeah, that's really all it comes down to, man. Yeah, and also it's a little bit late, but one more thing to include, a little bit tip: copyright everything. Copyright your name, your music, the beat you bought. Copyright all that shit. It's grimy in the music business, you know.
Bro, dead ass motherfuckers will scam you. They'll be janky with you. They'll be grimy with that shit. Like, bro,
shit, I just got scammed by this DJ saying he was gonna air my shit on the radio, but then he tried to send me a link to like view it.
Yeah.
Then it said I gotta pay $20 for a membership fee. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Yeah, I already paid you the money to like get this shit aired.
Oh, so you paid already?
Yeah, it's a live and learn moment though.
Damn.
You know? Yeah.
Was it a big amount or not?
Nah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing too much.
Damn, so you gotta be aware, guys. You gotta be aware because like, there's a lot of bad business in the music business. You know, I tell people all the time, you could have a motherfucker that talk about, oh, I got 100K and I'm gonna put myself on type shit. That 100K could easily just be taken away by all these people giving you promises.
Exactly.
And it's hard because, like you said, there's some lessons that you're gonna have to take your L's to learn, but try to move as best as you can, because it's a lot of janky motherfuckers out here, bro.
Yeah, man, that's all you can do is live and learn. Like I said, man, it's crazy.
Any last words that you want to give the people before we do head out? You know, I would say, you know, promote anything that you want to promote, and let them know how could they reach you for a feature, how could they get in contact with you, all that good stuff.
Well, be on the lookout for the new music video for Open Mic, and then be ready for the single Hostile Takeover with Black Ninja. We're gonna be dropping that mid-July. You can also get to me for features, also at GU Keljan. That's my Instagram, Snapchat. My email will be posted in the bio as soon as this video is done.
Dope. And can you spell it out for the people, your IG name?
Yeah, it's JIYU_KYOJIN.
Damn, bro. Best of luck with everything. We're pretty much locked in. You know, anytime you have anything to promote, send it our way. We'll make sure to post it and help you out as well, you know, with the little promo right there.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate it.
So, like I said, we're locked in already. You know, best of luck. The team, it seems like you guys have that shit going on, bro. You guys are all working together to get to that next level.
Yeah,
and,
man.
you know, the DF dub, like I said, it's up for grabs. It's like, who wants it more type shit.
Exactly, bro. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing, believe that you can do it, and just, you know, that's all it is. Just work.
No, that's true. All right, y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified whenever we drop new content, and we out. Peace.